So Anthony on Instagram, he messaged me and he said, what do I do about radicular symptoms, whether it's post-op or just chronic? So let's talk about that, Anthony. Come on in. What radicular symptoms means is that there's some type of numbness or tingling. He's talking about the lower extremity. So some type of numbness or tingling going down. He might be talking about the thigh, the leg. It's most likely the feet. From there, really what we're talking about is it's usually a disc problem in the low back that's pushing on the nerve roots as they go down to the leg. So the disc in the spine is being overloaded to put pressure and stress on those nerves that go down, and the brain is letting us know those nerves are not happy, and that's what's causing the numbness, the tingling, the weakness in the calves, the shins, or the feet, or the toes. So that's what we're talking about. Really what somebody needs is to see an adhesion specialist, somebody who is certified in integrative diagnosis, because that's what will get them the permanent pain relief they can deserve. And the longer these individuals wait to get treated, the less likely permanent pain relief is going to be for them. So I always recommend somebody find an integrative diagnosis adhesion specialist. But if you really can't, right now we're only located in the United States and Australia, so people in Europe and India are always messaging us, and it sucks to say you have to fly to the US or to Australia, but you do the best you can. And here's what you need to be considering. First, we deload. What that means is that we want to take stress off of the damaged tissue, because all pain is, there's too much stress, there's too much pressure, force, whatever, on that damaged tissue. We need to take stress or load off of it. The biggest thing that people do wrong when it comes to radicular symptoms or even low back or butt symptoms is that first, they're not sitting properly. So they need to respect the sit, slide, lean rule, where they sit their butt down, they slide their butt all the way back to the back of the chair, and they're leaning against the back of the chair. That minimizes load or stress on the entire spine. Then it's kind of common sense, but you avoid what causes the radicular symptoms to come up. So it generally doesn't work for people who have chronic pain to continue to pushing through. I know sometimes we have to based on our work or job. And yeah, we don't want to leave radicular symptoms for so long that we start to lose strength, because 20, 30 years down the road, that will be a problem. But we want to minimize stress on the damaged tissue, because that's what our brain is trying to tell us, is that it's overloaded and fix me, please. That's the deload piece. The muscle piece is you can try to strengthen very slowly and gently. At Barefoot Rehab, we generally do not recommend that people strengthen through pain, because while it might make you stronger in the short term, usually 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road, the joint's been taking stress too, and the joint or the disc will end up rearing its ugly head even worse, and then you won't even be able to do the strengthening work you were doing. So you start with very conservative physical therapy based movements. So for the glutes, you do glute bridges. For the hamstrings, you do hamstring bridges. You do Jane Fonda's for your glute med, glute min on the side. You can do some anterior core stuff like planks. You can do side planks. And then just really pay attention if anything is causing pain. If anything is more than 1 or 2 out of 10 on the pain scale, I don't recommend doing it. And even if it's 1 or 2 and it doesn't go away after a week or 2 of doing this every day, 2 sets of however many reps you're able to do, then I probably would stop doing those strengthening exercises, because the joint is still screaming, even though it might be a lesser pain than you would otherwise get. So just be really slow and gradual and systematic and scientific with your strengthening. Strengthening exercises work when you do them every day over a 2 to 4 week period. You'll be stronger or have less pain. Do not do strengthening exercises for a year and think that it's eventually going to get better, because it's proving that it's not. So that's the definition of insanity. And then the last piece of it is the immune system piece. So are you eating an anti-inflammatory diet? We generally start with Chris Kresser's Paleolithic diet framework to de-inflame somebody's body and to increase the amount of nutrition they get so that they can heal. Are you sleeping for 8 to 9 hours a day? Are you sleeping as early as possible in the night? 1 hour of sleep before midnight is equal to 2 hours of sleep after midnight. It's really important. Are you watching a lot of TV or iPhone when it's dark out, messing with your circadian rhythm so your body can't release melatonin to help you heal? That stuff matters. Do you have a sleep ritual so you can fully relax? Are you super stressed out in the day? Are you always in fight or flight? Are you cursing off people who are driving the traffic, flipping the bird? Are you always fighting something and not truly relaxed? All this stuff affects the immune system's ability to heal. So doing these things with radicular symptoms, I wouldn't necessarily expect somebody to say I'm 100% better from doing this stuff. If you do this stuff and you're 100% better, awesome. Please make sure you tell us. I would expect this to maybe get 10, 20, 30% relief, and you will still need to see an adhesion specialist at some point in your life in order to get the relief that you want. So go ahead and play with deloading, very slowly strengthening, boosting your immune system to see if your body's able to heal and recover. Let us know how it goes. As always, Barefoot Rehab is here for you.